Okay, so I will be talking about MMT for shoulder internal and external rotation in a gravity position and gravity minimized position. To start off with, let's talk about internal rotation for MMT in a gravity position. So you will have your patient place their hand in this position. You would support their arm here and apply the pressure here just below the wrist. When you are trying to assess an internal position, you would apply force in the external. So we are trying to, as the examiners, to elicit an external movement to assess if the patient can resist it and maintain an internal movement. Based off of the patient's reaction, we would either increase or decrease the amount of resistance. The same thing would go for an external assessment. For an external rotation assessment, we would again supply support here, apply force here just below the wrist, and we increase or decrease the amount of force needed based off of how the patient is able to tolerate and resist the force applied. If we were to find that our patient could not take any force in a gravity position, we would move them to gravity minimized, where they would lay prone on a bed with their arm out and their arm down. Again, we're applying force just above the wrist here. It is optional to have a rolled up towel placed beneath the arm to make it more comfortable for your client if they cannot maintain this horizontal adducted position while they are in the prone position. And again, we would either go ahead and start with the maximum amount of force applied and then gradually move down to minimum and see how our patient tolerates, and we adjust based off of how a patient tolerates resistance applied to the limb. And that is how we would assess shoulder internal and external rotation in the gravity maximized and gravity minimized positions.